So today we're going to do a one video Get Smarter Saturday. Well, guess what? A perfect video just came out. Mark Rober, can you fool a self-driving car? Now this is perfect because apparently it discusses Tesla and Waymo and LiDAR and all that shit that we talked about on the podcast, but he gives actual examples and shit. So it should be awesome. Now I welcome my special guest to the stream, Mark Rober.
I'm in my Tesla on autopilot going 40 miles an hour towards a fake Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner painted wall. Please stop. Please stop. Holy. And I'm doing this to see if Tesla's autopilot can be tricked.
Spoiler alert, I'm sure it can. I'm quite sure it can. I'm quite sure that this camera only, listen, I'll give you the very brief thing of Doug's deep dive, which is that self-driving like Waymo has those radars on the top and the sides, LiDAR, which sends out these bat-like echolocation signals and builds a 3D map of the world. That way, even in fog or snow or low light conditions, it can tell what's going on. It uses cameras plus that to get a Tesla, because it's cheaper, doesn't use any of that. Tesla only uses cameras and then AI training trying to figure out what's going on, which means it's very easily tricked by either, fog or things appearing wrong, or that's the idea, right? That's what I learned from Doug. Now I think they're going to show actual examples here from Mark Rober.
And the story of how I ended up as a crash test dummy in my own car started 6 months back at Disneyland as I was sneaking onto the famously pitch black ride called Space Mountain. As you can see from this infrared camera shot, that's no ordinary jacket because it's hiding some of that fancy car technology.
Dude, some Midwestern mom is going to think you're smuggling a bomb. You're going to unzip your thing. There's like a LiDAR in your chest and they're going to call the cops. Dude, that's crazy. You can't come in. Yeah, he looks like he's about to die for the cause on Space Mountain.
Someday the technology will be there so we could map out what Space Mountain actually looks like. So this is a very big moment for me.
Isn't there like a map you could find online or a picture? Like it's existed for so long, I'm pretty sure. Let's try Googling it right now just to see if Mark Rober's dream could have been fulfilled without a smuggling in a bomb. Space Mountain map. Okay, I got it. Got a 3D model of it. I can download this right now. Mark Rober, we could have saved you so much time. Someone in chat said Al-Qaeda seeing this. Are you under the impression that Al-Qaeda wanted to bomb Space Mountain but couldn't do it because they didn't have the schematics? That Al-Qaeda is sitting there in the cave just frustrated as hell because they couldn't find the schematics to Space Mountain? Why would that stop them from being able to bomb it?
I took an oversized jacket and made a little pocket inside where I could hide my secret tech inside it. It's like the slight limp shuffle walk that really sells it.
Dude looks so suspicious. No family, no kids with him.
Now I just had to make it all the way over to Space Mountain without arousing the suspicion of any of the park security, which is a lot harder than you might think because it's a well-kept secret. Disney employs a bunch of security officers dressed up in plain clothes as
Holy
park
shit.
goers, so I could.
Holy shit, I didn't know that was a well-known fact. Disney has undercover ops? It's Moscow in here, the KGB? I thought everyone knew that. I didn't know that. I didn't think they would need that. I thought they'd have just security. When they have cameras everywhere, they need undercover plainclothes officers? Dude, what if it's the mascots? What if Goofy handcuffs me? Takes out his little notebook, drags me into a back alley. I get interrogated for 4 hours. Gosh, you wouldn't be plotting against the leader, would you?
Now that we're inside, it's probably a good time to explain why my jacket looks like this when you view it with an infrared camera, because that is a really tiny portable LiDAR scanner. So it's shooting out 640,000 laser pulses per second to fully map the surroundings. Now,
dude, is it making the beeping noise in real life? I would actually freak out if I was sitting next to this guy with his weird jacket. It's going. I would actually. I'm not kidding. I would be like, please stop the ride. Get off. This is crazy.
And with that, it was time for the execution phase of Secret Undercover Operation Mousetrap. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but it just gives such terrorist vibes. It just gives such insane terrorist vibes. It's so wild. That's such a banned for life moment. I would be
This is from the LiDAR you were wearing on your chest.
Oh, that is cool.
All of this is totally in the dark.
There are some incredible real-world applications for this LiDAR technology. In cars. In fact, it works so well, as you can see here, I can maneuver all around these obstacles in real time with all the windows blacked out, looking just at that point cloud in a VR headset.
Oh, that is cool.
Easy bike.
One thing I'll say is, there's obviously no competition between LiDAR and camera. The question is whether you can be safe enough with camera alone. LiDAR will always be better. I don't think you can. My belief is you can't. There's too many edge cases that'll f you over, and that would be the real question. It's not whether one's better. Everyone knows LiDAR's better. It's like...
First test is just kids standing in the road. Not sure why he's doing that. It's very unsafe, so we want to be extra careful.
Can LiDAR detect ghosts like our eyes can? Oh, so you think LiDAR's worse? You think camera's actually better than all because at least it could see a ghost. That's actually a good point. I think Tesla should lean into this. I think Elon Musk should say that his self-driving is the only one that can swerve to avoid the undead. the haunted spectral remains of those long past.
The LiDAR would have to detect the kid and then slam on the brakes at least 60 feet in front of him. And it turned out, that's all it needed.
The difference between you, Mark Rober, and a real YouTuber like Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast would use a real kid. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry, but there's no danger. There's no stakes in this video because my goat, Mr. Beast, would literally put a kid's life in danger, and you're just putting a... That's why you're second tier. That's why you're one below. And a goat like Marquez Brownlee would do it with real kids, and he wouldn't even film it. He would drive right at a real kid and just do it for the fun, for the thrill of it.
And with just simple cameras, the Tesla was speeding fast. Oh no! But did detect the kid. Just not in time to fully hit the brakes.
It's actually such...
No.
Dude, this is gonna get 10, 20 million views. This is actually such a bad look for Big T.
We were relying on the automatic emergency braking system to stop for the car. So the alternative is to use autopilot, and that assumes the driver isn't paying much attention, and while the downside is you get way more phantom braking and false positives, the upside is you're less likely to be charged with vehicular manslaughter. Because you can see here on autopilot, it actually stopped in time. This will be interesting. Okay, here we go. Oh, wall of fog. So we plunged through the fog, coming to a very sudden break. Hey! After which we saw the mannequin was not only still standing, but it was casting a really cool long shadow. It's here, but would the kid look just as cool after the Tesla test? Fudge! I mean,
it would be better. The only thing would be better is if it hits the kid and then starts braking furiously so the car flips too. So you kill the kid and...
LiDAR seemed to not slow down at all. Until the last possible second. Another W. Now I just need the rain to stop. Now the LiDAR had surprised me. It was time to see if Tesla could as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Blinding trucker light test, let's go. The LiDAR could immediately see much more than my eyes could. When the lights turned on, oh, that's a bright light. Question remained if it would see the kid. Oh, come on, LiDAR. Oh! And it did it. At this point, I really doubted that the Tesla could either. But when it pulled to a stop, okay, we stopped for the kid with the bright light. A W for the Tesla. Now, as you can see as a human driver, while that looks sort of convincing, the image processing in our brains is advanced enough that we pick up on minor visual inconsistencies and we wouldn't hit it. And as for the LiDAR, it isn't looking at what image is printed on the wall.
I'd probably hit it. Just being real, dude. I'm driving, I'm vibing, I got my window down, I got some late registration on the aux. I slam it, dude.
So this sort of just looks like a wall, which would make this the easiest test of the day. And as I suspected, handled it with no problem. So the question was, would the Tesla detect and stop for this Wile E. Coyote-style painted wall that was hiding yet another child staring at nothing during what might be his...
Well, this kid's got a death wish. Why is he standing in the middle of the road in bright lights and behind wall? This kid wants this kid's
last minutes on Earth. And as the wall crept closer and closer without moving an inch, holy crap. The question was if the Tesla would detect it in time to step on the brakes. And it turned out, holy me.
Dude. The right mural on the street corner and then 40 Teslas just pile into it. Damn, what's crazy is like this is really damaging for Tesla. This shit's gonna go mega viral on YouTube and on Facebook. This is like millions and millions and millions of views of regular America. This is actually like if I was working there in marketing, this would be a panic day.
And all of this is why I love being an engineer. You get to shape the future, potentially save a bunch of lives, and accomplish even the most ridiculous 30-year life goals.
How about that? Thanks for watching the Mark Rober Power Hour. It was a good video. Bad for Tesla.